That's one of the most selfish, self-indulgent, just like self-focused thoughts ever, is that you think you know perfect. That's crazy. That's a crazy thought. I think a lot of people need to get over themselves. I think a lot of people need to get out of their way, get over their pride, get over their expectations, their belief of self, what we think we are versus what we are. You're judging everything up against yourself. How is this helping me? What is this, the way that I see things? I wouldn't do it that way. And if you asked me, I would have said this. And it's all it's all me. It's all self-centered. And I think all of us would be like, well, it's just my perspective. It's just the way I see things. It's who I am. And it's like, cool. But look at your life. Is it working for you? The point is that work is collaboration. Life is collaboration. Life is give and take. Life is not about you. Life is not about how you want to make something, like, at all. And in the creative space, we talk about like my vision and the way that I see things, and this is my craft. It's like, no, it's not. It's like you craft with your hands. You have a craft. It's not your craft. And if you want to do something the way that in the natural flow of life, which is for others, with others, then you have got to get out of things must be up to your standards. And who even said that your standards are great? I mean, all of us say that we're perfectionists. Hold on, let's dive into perfectionism for one hot second. Perfectionism is bogus, because even your thoughts aren't perfect. Even your thoughts aren't the standard. And to think that you are the epitome of perfection and standard, and the way that you think something needs to look is the way that it ought to look. That's one of the most selfish, self-indulgent, just like self-focused thoughts ever, is that you think you know perfect. That's crazy. That's a crazy thought. That's absolutely crazy. So it doesn't mean that you don't take care of yourself. It doesn't mean you don't work out. It doesn't mean that you don't journal. That's all self stuff. Those are all self practices. But the reason why you do those things can't be yourself. This lines up with, the purpose for your life, which is something I want to get into in another video. If that's up, I'll have a link to it here. But you actually don't need to know what your life means, I think. You actually don't need to be able to look backwards and stitch it all together. It's actually a gift when you think that you can look backwards and say, oh, I see why that happened in my life now, because it played out this way. It's also just shouldn't be important that you understand. It's that you listen, that you follow. Understanding is a gift. When that comes your way, when discernment hits, when you know why something happened, man, that's grace. That's a gift. Ultimately, this is the perspective that I not only I'm choosing to hold. I have to hold this perspective to get through. I have to believe this way, because all the other patterns have brought me to where I am, and I don't want to be where I am forever. Appreciate where I am, but we're not going to be here forever. You figure out where you are in your life. I think that if I was 10 years younger, I'd be grinding. I'd be freaking moving. Till my eyes were bloodshot and my bones hurt. But not right now. Got a family, and life moves at a different pace. And you got to find yours. Because I'm almost finding mine.